Hey everybody, and welcome back to It's Only Food with Chef John Politte. Today we're going to be showing you how to make broccoli and chicken stir fry. Cue the music. Alright, well thanks so much for tuning in. Like I said, we're going to be making chicken and broccoli stir fry. Let's drop down here and see what our ingredients are for this. We got a half of a red pepper, rough cut, 1/2 onion, rough cut, a half a head of broccoli cut into florets, about a cup of cooked chicken that we've diced up, 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, 2 teaspoons of ginger, 2 teaspoons of garlic, 3 tablespoons of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce, 2 teaspoons of fish sauce, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, and 1 tablespoon of water. Now this recipe link will be down in the description box or in the first pinned comment. We got all the prep done. I got all the work done for you. Let's head over to the wok and start cooking. All right, before we do anything, as always, we have our mise en place, which is all of our ingredients, all of our tools, and everything we're going to use in this recipe, all ready to go. And in the area where we're going to cook, and I'm going to back out and we're going to show you our wok, and when I get that set up, we'll begin cooking. All right, put your heat on a medium to medium-high heat. I'm going to go ahead and put our vegetable oil right into the pan and let that get hot. All right, we got our oil going. Hot. You can hear that hit the pan and start searing as soon as we put it in there. Just going to stir those up a little bit until they get fragrant and we can smell them. And we'll throw our peppers and onions in there. Now you can see these peppers and onions have the rough cut on them, like a Chinese technique for the cutting of the vegetables in some of the provinces. And there's a video card I'll put right here that's about how to cut a pepper up. So we'll get those, stir them in there a little bit. Then we're going to throw our broccoli right in there. Get that all mixed up. Next will be our chicken. Well, this smells really good already. A little bit of the soy sauce. Our fish oil. Oyster sauce. We'll just let this cook as we're stir frying it. And I'm going to get everything mixed up. Looks good in there. I'm going to let it sit in the center of the pan there with the liquid that's underneath there, and let that steam from that liquid come up and cook this. So we'll just leave that alone for just a little bit. Add the rest of our soy sauce on the top. Meanwhile, we'll take our, I'm going to use a bigger bowl. I'm going to use the bowl we had our vegetable in. And we'll just mix up our slurry of the cornstarch and the water. Have that ready to go. You see how that's bubbling underneath, steam's coming up, cooking our ingredients. So I'm going to stir it once or twice, kind of mix up. Do the same thing. Let that broccoli cook. I'm going to show you what we do to thicken that up. Alright, I see the vegetables are starting to change a little bit. They're getting soft. So I've got some liquid in there still. I'm going to move this back here so I can get the, I got some pho noodles here. I'm going to throw those right in there. Let those simmer up a little bit. It says you're supposed to hit them in the boiling water for about 15 seconds. Figure this is kind of the same principle. So we'll let those continue to cook and soften up, and then we'll add our thickener. Alright, got our pho noodles in there. Everything mixed together. I'm going to do the same thing now. I'm kind of going to get everything out of the way for the middle. And I'm going to add our slurry that we made right in there. We're just going to let this will thicken up our dish a little bit, give it a consistency. that will kind of hold everything together. Mix everything together. Yep, thicken it up nice. Get those noodles spread out a little bit. Right now I'm going to turn the heat off. I am going to gather everything down to the bottom of the pan. All the flavor. I'm going to let it just sit there for a minute. I've got the heat off, like I said. We're going to let it sit there for a second and get hot. Then we're going to plate this up. We are going to take a ton of pictures of it for social media with some really good music. We're going to come back and give this a taste so don't go away. Alright, you can see, I wish you could smell this. This smells fantastic. It's just a whole lot of goodness right here in this bowl. The chicken, the peppers, the broccoli, the pho noodles came out just perfect. Let's give it a try here. With the pho noodles first, very hot. Got a lot of flavor there, a lot of flavor. You can see the peppers, the onions, the broccoli, the chicken, all cut the same size. Everything is cooking, comes out the same at the end. So let's get a bite of the chicken here. See that? Tender, bit of pepper. Just the right amount of crunch. The broccoli. Same thing, just the right amount of crunch. This is a delicious, delicious bowl of food here. One more bite. Alright, it's really good. Don't forget this recipe is down in the description box, and the link to is also in the first pinned comment. Take care of yourself. Thanks a lot. Chicken and broccoli stir fry. Glad you're here for it. Take care of yourself.
These rappers don't listen. Well, let me show them something. You hear that beat bumping, bumping from the soul kitchen. Now what you fixing up? Good food, soul food, come and pick it up. These rappers don't listen. Well, let me show them something. You hear that beat bumping, bumping from the soul kitchen.